Cappuccino last minute. The market is very dynamic, so that if you are viewing a chart with a time frame of 1 hour, it is difficult to see what is happening at the moment. The idea behind the last minute tool is to see price and volume movement in the last few minutes from the current time. That is, the close price is always the last tick, and the open price is defined by the number of minutes you enter in the configuration panel. So it doesn't matter what time frame you are using. For example, if you set it to 10 minutes, and let's say it's 14 hours and 23 minutes. The opening will be 14 hours and 13 minutes, and the closing will be 14 hours and 23 minutes. Last minute allows you to see at a glance if there is any anomaly in price and volume movement at the moment. It is for this reason that Cappuccino also offers this tool. Last minute is an indicator that features 3 elements that work together. A numeric summary of the last few minutes is displayed at the top of the table. That is, the start time, the volume in the period, the historical average of volume for that number of minutes, and the percentage variation between the registered volume and the historical average. This indicator shows whether the market is empty or full, whether or not price change is being validated by volume. On the left side of the frame, you will see a graph with 2 bars. The leftmost bar shows the volume of the last few minutes divided between buy attacks and sell attacks. To the right of this bar, there is another bar that shows the historical average of the volume for the same number of minutes. On the right side of the chart, the indicator shows the volumes by price range, divided between buy and sell attacks, in addition to showing the figure of the candle that was formed in these minutes. Note that both the opening price and the closing price constantly move. This is because with each tick received from the broker, the opening moment of the candle changes. Taken together, these 3 blocks can help you to anticipate price direction for the next few minutes. In the upper right corner, last minute has 2 buttons: close button and setup button. Last minute configuration. Before continuing with the last minute configuration, a clarification is necessary. Like most Cappuccino tools, last minute can have multiple instances running simultaneously. However, this module needs to redo all calculations at each display cycle. Thus, this is a module that consumes a lot of memory and CPU time. Therefore, we warn that launching many instances of last minute will make more demands on hardware. This tool was developed to analyze a small amount of minutes. By increasing the number of minutes, memory and CPU consumption increases considerably, which can cause the entire system to lose performance. To open the settings panel, just press the gear-shaped button. The configuration panel only has the general configuration tab. On this tab you can set the name of the configuration profile. You can have multiple instances of last minute open simultaneously, so it might be interesting to have unique settings for each one. To insert a new profile, select the option Create New through the combo. After that, make the necessary changes and save the new profile. To change the name, click on the combo and a text box will appear in its place. Then you enter the new name and save. Remember that the space key is a Metatrader 5 terminal hotkey, so whenever it is pressed, the Cappuccino application will lose focus and a new click will be required to continue editing. Background color. Price scale color. Color for sale attacks. Color for purchase attacks. Color for bullish candlestick. Color for bearish candlestick. Font color for header. Font size for graphics and price scale. Volume type. Here you define whether the tool will work with real or tick volume. Chart alignment. This combo defines how the chart will be displayed, that is, aligned to the left, right, or center. Last minutes. In this text box, you define how many minutes will be analyzed by the tool. Just below there are two text boxes that serve to trigger visual alerts. They are variation low and variation high. These two numbers are linked to the variation indicator, which measures the percentage ratio between the historical average and the measured volume. That is, when the variation indicator exceeds the values of these alerts, the background color of the indicator will change. Thus, the variation low is the first alert. When reached, the background color of the indicator changes to pink or light blue, depending on whether it is negative or positive variation. The variation high is the second alert. When reached, the background color of the indicator changes to tomato red or medium blue, depending on whether it is negative or positive variation. These are the features of last minute. Be sure to also watch the videos of the other Cappuccino tools: Times and Trades, Grouping Module, Market Watch, and Book of Offers. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you in the next